Okay, welcome back, everybody. It's been over a week. I was gonna do a stream last week. I did say I was thinking about doing a stream on Friday. I just never got. Well, I tell you what, I got distracted because I'm looking at this a bit more because I've started to look at development on that side using Godot and stuff. So I mean, I've got some games on there, but I didn't use the side quest app, which is like a side loading thing. There was some really good ports on there, so I decided to play with that, and it was just like that just took hold. So I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let's get on with stuff. Everything should be doable. So let me just double check. I've got mix it up. So let me just try a few.
Genesis allowed is not.
Yeah, that's working.
Simple enough.
Yeah. Okay, so mix it up's working pretty good. That's good. And then the next thing that I need to check is hotline.
Namco says what's Genesis?
Yep, okay, so we're fine. Everything, cross fingers, is working fine this time. Because you remember last week, it was going well and it just went. So, right. First things first, turn on the Amiga. Get that switched on. Oh, hang on a minute. I've forgotten because I've changed. Got to put the HDMI splitter on. Give me a moment. I knew there was going to be something that I'd forgotten. I've also got two new wires in my drawer behind me because recently I bought yeah all these are kind of cabling for the Genesis, so I can actually do sorry, the Genesis, the Mega Drive, so I can actually do a Mega Drive stream now and a Master System stream. I just don't know where this particular cable's from. I think this particular cable is from the 32X side, whereas this one is actually the Mega Drive side. I've now got three cables for it. So one of them is the standard one. This is just the standard RGB two of those. But I've also got now a SCART one and one that does. This one here is one of the new ones I bought. So get RGB 2. You see, I've got three of those, and that's because this also plugs into, I believe, the headphone port giving me stereo. But I need to put these elsewhere now because they're kind of into. Basically, I've got a drawer specifically for stuff I want to get out quickly. But I've now kind of overloaded it a little bit. I could put that in there for now. It's fine. So I need my HDMI. Okay, so this is going to go into the splitter. And this goes out here. this goes in there. And this goes here, so I could have HDMI. There we go, right. Apologies, I completely forgot about that. Okay, so I also need to remember this cable. We like bash into it as well. Right, you see how that works. Okay, so let's try this again. So I'm on this. Let's turn on the Amiga. Roll. Right, so the next thing I need to remember was where the hell was I last week? Or the week before. I should have checked this out, but I forgot. So I remember we had issues last week. We were looking at the cover disc, and I can't remember whereabouts we got to. So we looked at that. Up to CD player. Esperanto local. We're looking about something about the A web. And I started having issues. Esperanto. Homer didn't work. As I recall. Tried to look at it at A web. Alright, fine. And then 56 seconds on that one. I think that's where things started to go wrong. Yeah. Right, so I'll pick it up from where it says Homer. That's not a problem. But be aware that we're probably going to finish this disc quite quickly. So, because there's not really much on it. And whilst I set this up, I also need to remind myself to do a bit of admin. Cool. Whilst I remember, thank you to SilverRat70 for the follow as well. Right. Did we go through all of these? I don't think we did. Again. Well, these demos we can look at later. We should have enough time for that. What was Homer? Let me just double check something. Sorry about this. So that's commercial. Image vision, which we have a dicky screen with. And then we had to restart. Multiplayers on CD-ROM shareware. Esperanto was... What's that? Workbench, maybe. There we go. Because I think we looked at the multi stuff and realised what that was. Stick it to tally meter, I remember seeing. Comms Easy Link, I remember that one. Amiphone, I think we did look at that one. Unreal Audio, I think is basically like a clone of Real Audio, which was a 90s, I think it was an online sort of audio thing. It's not Real Audio, which is what Windows had, based on the same concept, enabling Amiga users to listen to music samples real time over the internet. I think it was like a radio station you could get on with Real Audio as well. So I remember that. SCSI. Yeah, it's not really much to look at because it's about SCSI stuff and we don't need to look at this sort of thing. Animation. I think this is just a... Big Anime is an animation player, you guessed it, and it's called that because it's able to display animations that are too large to be loaded into memory directly. I think this was used for Charlie Cat, to be honest. Which is something we looked at a couple of CDs ago. I don't know whether it's worth actually using this nowadays with me using 3.2. Fonts, got a new type here. I've got a few fonts in here, so I don't really need that. Boot. We have a sign manager. Requires Kickstart 37, release 204 above. Oops, I don't want to do that. New prefs editor, which handles your customer signs in a friendly or all-encompassing way. No fiddling with your assign commands and user startups. No, you can use assign managers to edit your list of assigns to your heart's content. So basically just a quicker way of doing assigns. That's good. And it's in clay format anyway. Fair enough, fine. I press. Old iPress when used with C graphics keeps pictures double buffered in memory. Authors of Cyber Graphics, including PatchDT and the software, because all pictures loaded will be like with PatchDT kept twice. fast eye press keeps them once. I get back 1 meg of my RAM. So there's some sort of picture display. But it has WB Pan, so I'm assuming that's something else. I don't know whether... I'd have to come back to this maybe. See if it's worth putting in. Studio demo. Let's assign this to... Remember which way it was? I think it's serious. Shareware. Graphics. Yeah, it does not like this. So apologies for the flashing screen there. I get it worse. No help. There's a Dutch catalog, but it doesn't seem to be present. Oh, there's this. Oh, didn't like that. Fair enough. And now won't let me quit it. Great. I have to restart this. Okay, so we've got something about a... This is Shapeshifter. It's basically an emulator for the Amigas, but because the Blackhawks used both the same Motorola processor, I think it was a bit easier for you to kind of do the emulating. So you don't have to emulate on top of the same one processor you've got. But it's something I definitely want to look at some point. There's a guide for it. It doesn't even tell me what the requirements are. couldn't open the shapeshifter guide. Great. But it's definitely something I do want to look at a later date. Alright, jungler juggling. I think this didn't work. And it's in German. My German is not that good. Simulation program with the Man Kettensagen passen und sich das in Echtzeit und 3D ansehen kann. Odo is or two or more. I'm not sure what that is. English manual, that's what we wanted. Since there are only 2 people using this program, Martin and Martin, there's no need. Since there's only 2 people using the program, there's no need for an English manual. So if you're using or wanting to use the program, simply send me a message. Okay, fair enough. Short version, Jungle is a juggling simulation program. You can watch patterns with 1 or more jugglers throwing almost anything from balls to chainsaws. While jugglers are doing their pattern, you can watch the scene from any view you like using the mouse. Don't forget to try to use the mouse buttons. Extremely short version. Type jungle at the prompt, select one of the patterns, watch the show, and press every key on the keyboard at least 3 times. We also fiddle around with the menus. So that's all these. Okay, it says at the prompt. Please, something installing. And then it does nothing. I don't know. Don't seem to be working. Right, Clee, argue 07. Email where? What is it? Argue. You have a shell tool with thousands of arguments. You hate configuring a program with all types. Complete argument interface creation kit. With Argue, you, the user, are able to create a GUI for all programs that pass shell arguments. You don't need to know anything about programming, so with development going on, it's now possible to avoid any shell arguments for arguing, just working your work. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Fine. Interesting, but not that interesting to me. And then we've got icons. So, that should mean we've got the PD section. We start looking at some demos. So I'll start off with BZR TV. Sorry. Tried to make that bigger, but it didn't work. There you go. Before I get the next one started, I will try and get the full screen stuff on because I think it's only a good idea for me to do that. Let me just try and get. Go. Okay. Right, I've just forgotten something. I'll go do back in a minute, so I'm just gonna put the screen on. Be right back. Bin day, I completely forgot about it. So give me a sec while I go sort the bins out. Mm-mm. Right, I'm back. Apologies for that. So let me get to the full screen and do the last demo. Use Storm. Some of the images are a bit garbled, unfortunately. So let me just get it on. Off wiring. I think it's that one I use. Yeah, I basically just updated my well, not just updated, but recently updated my USB host. So I've got one of those ones where you can, it's got buttons on the side, and it's a lot bigger than my old one. So I've got an extra 3 USB stuff that I'm using. Which gives me a bit more leeway into things. Where's my downloads? There we go. Where did I put it? CD5, there we go. Okay. Cover the CD. Remove 2 and 3. Delete those. Cool. What I'll do is I'll put 5 and 6 on already, so that I don't have to go back to them. They're still copying them on there. Alpha and CD5. Okay, about 90 meg left. 60. $30. $5. Done. And then might as well put 6 on as well since we're here. Hello there, Letwarski. Just copying over the next 2 CDs over. Looking on to CD5. Especially since I had to check where I was the other week because I completely forgot. I did get to see 3 demos though, that was quite nice, especially on a new crispy looking interface. And it didn't tear and scream this time, which was good. And then we can have a look at start to look at CD5, and then depending on who's around, I don't think the person who popped in the other week was in around. I'm just gonna look at chat. I don't see him. Because there was something that somebody wanted me to show off. I don't want to show them off without them being here. Okay, coming up to 150 meg. Left to go. $90. $60. $30. Okay, 5. Done. Realm. Right. So I'll have to reset the Amiga. So with something else, look it up. Okay, CD5. Swap. Coverdisk 5. Okay, let's see what we're on. Okay, let's start with in the mag. Got Blitz, which I'm assuming is going to be... Oh, I thought it was going to be Blitz Basic. But it's a HTML viewer. Probably done in Blitz Basic. Well, that's your code for it anyway. Interesting. I could look at that at some point. Back issue browser. Not going to go through that. Jenny Oss. This directory will be used for your impressions, what you think the next version of the Amiga OS should look like. Similar to last month there. Alright, let's have a look. Well, this was similar to last month, unless it is the same. Sure, I've seen that before. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Yeah, this is the same as last week. Last month, sorry. I hate you when they do that. Just like put the same thing from the last month on. And then you got to double check whether it was. Right, multimedia, what we got in here. Icons for the photo CD and if images were created by Asim TDFS for a 256 color screen. I know you don't usually run there with that many colors, but go on, have a look. Looks like I can still see it in PCD format. Now, multi-view see it? Nope. Standard if format should be okay then. Shit. Quite nice. That's almost photorealistic for Amiga anyway. I mean, sure, it's got loads of dots on, and I can't do this to see what it is, but photo images maybe? It's pretty nice. Let's look at that one. Would have been better if it had been rotated. I'm assuming ViewTech might actually do that. Here's another one. Is that Cian O'Brien? Han O'Brien or something? Pause and says, definitely pub. Flan O'Brien, that's what it is. Just reading from that point. That's much better to read there. Let's try this one. Good to get some context of where this was taken. I assume it's probably somewhere in the UK, with this being a UK style mag, or this particular version being UK based. I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Pause, it's in here. Converting Photo City to if. Photo City guide. In German. Right, okay, never mind. Image effects. Ooh, got an animation file. It's a bit slow, but I don't know if that's intentional. Let's try opening it standard. Yeah, it just does the same thing. Okay, fire. Doesn't seem to like playing this one. Okay, it doesn't seem to like that. And that's about it. Okay, emulation. This could be interesting. Ooh, this is interesting. So what have we got? Amstrad CPC. Got EMU CPC 06 and we've got ACPC DEM. Don't think we've got any images for it though. F9 to load snapshot. Alright, okay. Oh, snapshot. Oh, it's nothing in there. Shit. There's only tape in that one. Bit of a shame because it would have been nice to see this version. Okay, let's have a look at the other one. Okay. Nothing else in here. That's no. Okay, so there's nothing here at all. Unless it's to do with this folder. I don't know why you put it as a separate folder, but fine, let's move to C64. We've got Frodo and Magic 64. Frodo I've heard before. Basic ROM is missing or damaged. Alright, I don't think we're going to be using that one then. German again. Oh, there we go. It's because I was reading the wrong one. Okay. It's got some sample programs on the C64 progs, but that's about it, I think. Yeah, I think program's broken because it does look for the 3 ROM files, but it's not picked it up. Shame. Let's go to Magic 64 then. These Taxi is always a good one. I think I tried to load this when I was at I do remember looking forward to some of these discs. Then looking forward when I was at Amiga Island, I could never get this to run. I could not figure out why. Loading the disc because it's flashing at the bottom right. And now it's broken. Fucking hell. So I take it somebody probably won't run off the CD. Paradroid, say? Oh, I tried Paradroid. At least that's something. There's no sound though. Sound is on. No emulation. Let's try play said library. Quit and start again. Because I don't know if I'll pick it up straight away. Okay, sound. Play said library. Let's do joysticks. Should be fine. Oh, got sound now. See if it picked up. Yep, let's drop the volume down a bit. There we go. It's quite slow, it feels. Pretty sure the C64 version did look better than this, but I could be wrong. Unless I'm thinking of Paradroid 90 maybe. I don't think it looked as big as this one. Again, I'm guessing. I don't know how you do the whole take up a droid thing. Well, at least the sound works. And the tapes worked. Let me just see if I can quit and pull a disk up again. Maybe I just need to double click. No, because it doesn't. I did try and load it, but seems to not do much unless it's too slow. NTSC. NTSC's got more lines. At least you can see the registers. Let's do this. No, won't even do that. Okay, well, fair enough. At least we got the CDC64. Broder wasn't working, unfortunately. Right, so we've got Macintosh. I think that's going to be Shapeshifter. I don't think we'd ever be able to run this on a CD. I can try it. Yep. Fair enough. MISC. Have a look at that in a bit. Spectrum, which we've seen stuff like this before. Especially on Specky Classics. CD. These are all ZX Design, ZX Spectrum games. So we've got Speculator and ZXAM. ZXAM being usually the better one of the two. I mean, the menu for this looks very pretty. I can't deny that. I remember when I last tried something like this, the Spectrum was very quick on one of them. We got Astro Ball, Battle Adventure, Bomber, Columns, Runaway Robot, Smash Out, Snail Quest, Starbase 5, Tycoon, and Ultimate Warrior. I wonder whether this is the isometric game from Crash from years ago. What do I have to do? Nope. It's not like that. Hi-res will make it. Flash, so I want to take that off. I mean, this looks pretty as it is anyways, so load. Go back to the thing again. Let's try design game. Don't know if this is gonna work or not. Might not do. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Always fun with these emulators. We always get one that doesn't seem to work properly. Then another one that's actually worth playing around with. Okay, let's try the other one, which is usually the better. ZXAM is usually a better one. So we've got AGA or AGA Fast. I'm assuming this is for machines like mine that has more memory. We'll go with that one. Let's load. What's this? Oh, there you go. Duplicate. If I press escape, I can come back to here. So I can do load program. Doesn't seem like there's an 80 format. Spectrum header. It's actually looking for a header, and I bet we don't have any. Nope, we do not. Let's try load file. Oh, there was something there. Not quite. Try this one. So just in that small box before it reset, it did run. But now I know what the problem is. It's because I'm pressing reset. That's why. So if I do this again, I know what I'm doing wrong. So if we go back to here, we do whole other things, and I just press run. There we go. That's it. That's how I do that one. Okay, let's see how fast this runs. I'd never liked the control scheme for this game. I mean, the game is interesting, but it's not. There we go. We've got ZX to go left and right. We've also got N and M to move up and down, which is what I didn't like about it. There's no sound. Audio fast, it says, and smart. I've not heard anything. Just turn that on. At least we've got Kempston already on. Okay, Rex, let's see if we can do a different file. Got snap. Got Z80. EGB. Snapshot. Let's take this pattern out. Let's try this one. Unknown format, okay. Just trying to see if I can. I'm not in a CL format. Okay. Cancel that. Explode tape. Let's try to disassemble. What does that give us? Oh, is that what's going on currently? Okay. That's interesting. XOR A LDA 6553. Jump to 4555. I'm wondering if these are part of the screen mode. Because it's definitely loading an address which is 23645. If I remember rightly, the screen starts at like 16,000 or something. But it's nice that you can disassemble it. Call if not Z. But I'm not going to go all the way through to like 1774 because that's just ridiculous. But that is good though. I just don't like the fact that I can't open up some of the other ones. Which is a bit but fair enough. Well, there you go. Though the ZXAM is a really good emulator for Spectrum on the Amiga, worth checking out. PC is Task Demo. I don't think there's anything going to be much on here. 286 CJ, 0 parallel. Okay. Got 2 discs, no hard drive. You could create one, but there's no point. See if it'll start. Yeah, I don't have a DOS kind of disc, I don't think. Yep. I'm gonna crash. Not as bad as last week, obviously. That's more of a stream crash. Right, misc. See what's in here. In fact, before we do that, let me just double check PC doesn't have anything else in it. No, just a couple of documents. You really needed to have your own DOS disk. Okay, so we've got 99. Oh, TI 99, that'll be why. Haven't got much in the way of stuff to run it. And that's not running. Running Turbo C2 on a simple XT type PC. Object was simply to see if it could be done and how fast such a program would be if run it on a proper computer. It appears that the emulator is still slower than Unreal TI, even when running a 486 33 MHz. Speed is, however, reasonable on such machine. Boot from DOS. Try this one. Okay, doesn't like it. Fair enough, move on. I'll queue in, I think that is. Open a font. That's it then. That's Oryx. Oryx, of course. Version only runs the plain 060, run ARM 020 instead. This one? Okay. Got tape file of games, so that should be good. Right, let's see if it runs. Can't open your Oryx Intuition screen. Maybe I need to select the mode first. There we go. What kind of... I'm not even doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. It's like it's putting caps on in every second or third letter. At least it gives us a help page. Help toggles this page, so let's have 12. Change load tape, what's a 3? Oh, there we go. Let's have a look at Hopper. F7 is to rewind. Let me just double check, because I've never used an Oric. Or if I did, it's been a while since I've seen how to do it. Seaload, apparently. Which feels very much like a dragon. Oh. So I had to press F11 every time just to bin the caps lock for some reason. Unless because I loaded the emulator with the caps lock on and that's what cocked it up. I don't know. Let's do quiet sound. And that scheme is very much like the first one is very much like the BBC. And got music. Well, it's sound at least, anyway. Oh shit, I've just noticed there's a snake. That's out the way. And my timing's completely off. Well, at least we got to load a game on something. Should have gone with loud sound, to be honest. Because I'm just about ahead of the music. Yay! Timing of the jumps from the log to the leaf is very the character jumps as well that make it a bit off. Let's see if we can. Is it F1? Cool. In fact, should I exit the emulator and come back in? So I want to select low res mode, fine. Okay. And for some reason my oh, back, cool. The camera had just decided it was going to reset the wrong moment. That's because F3. Hopper again. Right, let's go for 3. Bit louder. Just about to hear music now. Getting very lucky at doing this. You jump straight away. Probably gonna take all my lives now. Too slow. This one's just a pain in the ass. That's fine. We can load a new game. Try Dracula. Dracula's Revenge. I think that's soft tech, so it's not quite got the menu up. Instructions: you are Friar Freddy and have been ordered by the abbot to sanctify all the castles in the region which have lately been infested by evil spirits. The castles are occupied by ghosts killed by green and yellow light, werewolves killed by a silver bullet, and vampires killed only by yellow light. So you open up a curtain. We have a raid. Give me a moment. And I've just messed up. Just see where it was before. Hello there, Nagrim. Thank you very much for the raid. Just waiting for other people to pop in because it only says one viewer at the moment. Unless my viewer's gone a bit nuts and decide. Oh, there we go. Hello, everybody from Nagrim's raid. Thank you for popping in. I did actually see a bit of what Nagrim was doing before because I was lurking. So I know you were playing Amiga Power not Amiga format. I was about to say that. So I did see a bit of Elvira and Video Kid played. I didn't see everything else because I was sorting myself out. Hello there, Amiga Cami. The other thing is, for some of you new to this, is now being run through RGB, so the screen looks much cleaner than it used to be. I'm currently looking at Amiga format CDs, so there's a lot more on them. This particular CD has a load of emulators on them. I've just gone through a few of them. This one is the Auric emulator on, well, it's the Auric emulator on the Amiga. We just played Hopper, which wasn't too bad. About to look at Dracula's Revenge. Oh yes, that was a real treat. Thought it was good to continue the theme by dropping in no problem. I mean, I need to kind of do the second half, but I'm getting sort of pulled by the emulators that we're playing with here recently. So, right, to open the curtain, move Fred to a window on the sides of the castle. So it looks like arrow keys, but I'm not sure if they'll get picked up here. Sounder on and off, return freeze frame, Dell, exit training mode. Okay, let's try training mode. Yep, left and right arrow keys are working. That's the yellow light. Werewolves are killed by silver bullets. Which I don't have, okay. That's the yellow light. And I can walk in the air. So that's the yellow light that kills the ghosts. Come on, come on. Nope, you're not coming up. Got you. I'm assuming I've already got a certain amount of firepower. That's the green. Cool. Right, so I've got a vampire to deal with, so it's only going to get killed by yellow light. Ghost get killed by yellow light and green light. And then we've got the vampires. Not the vampires, the werewolves that are shoot only. And now, I can't move. Oh, is this because it's a demo? No? No, it doesn't seem that way. Nothing. Fair enough. Let's try a new tape. I'll do one more and then we'll call it on this side. Not for a stream, obviously. What's panic? Didn't know there was an Oric emulator for the Amiga. Yep. If you want to have a look for it, it's CD5 of Amiga format. Why is that not loading? Try and rewind the tape. Yeah. Doesn't seem to want to load. Oh, well, never mind. But the fact that we've got an Oric emulator on this is pretty good. Interesting. Quite like playing with emulators on the Amiga, so might as well investigate that one. Yeah, so this one has Amstrad CPC, C64. That only one of those works, and only one of these works. We've got Macintosh, so that's the shapeshifter, which at some point I'm gonna have to try. MISC is this folder. PC, which is that task one, and Spectrum you'll have seen before. And now you've got TI-99 that didn't work. Al-Nukuin, that didn't work. I don't know what that is. I've just looked at this one. And then next week we'll look at we'll look at MSX as Game Boy Model 3. What's Model 3? Oh, TRS-80. QDOS. I'm not sure what that is. And that would the VIC-20 probably. So we've got plenty on this to look through. But just out of interest, for those who didn't see it, this is CPC one. So it talks about this, but I've not seen one. F9, I'll have a look at. So that's what the Amstrad looks like. Okay, I don't have any discs on this, unfortunately. Unless these are them, I doubt it. So that's that one, and then I think this one was nothing. Yeah, there's nothing in here. C64 one, Frodo didn't work. Magi 64 seemed to work pretty well. You've just got to set sound, otherwise you're not going to hear anything. The Paradroid here works. Just double click it, and then you could just use a joystick, and you can hear the I'm not going to play this one again because I've already played it once, so that's for you to have a look at. If you've got hard drive, I probably recommend putting some ROMs on and stuff, because they don't have many ROMs on this. I think that's, and obviously there's the Macintosh one, but you've got to go and set all that up properly. It does have the ROM, but it just didn't want to know. Spectrum, as per usual. Let's clean this up. Speculator has a nice UI to it, but it doesn't seem to want to pick anything up. ZXAM works pretty fine, and we actually looked at some of the AREX scripts. So one of them was like a disassembler to whatever was on now, and the other one was like a file loader, so I could load the Z80 games that are on this, and they included the design games. So we got Body Snatchers, Return of the Things, Halls of the Things, and Dark Star. So you've got some ROMs on there. The other thing we looked at as well was on the last disc, it had some demos in the PD section. It's got some here. Oh, got a lot. So I'll tell you what, since we're here, see if I can do one. Quite surprised they put some actual Spectrum games on there. Probably a bit dicey copyright guys. Yeah, I mean, we're talking like kind of 96s, so they probably got away with it for a bit and then probably didn't. I'm guessing. Let me just put this on full screen mode. And I will do the one that says Huddersfield. Sorry about that. I wasn't sure if it was a long one or anything, or whether it was just a loopy one. 4 meg of fast RAM to run. It basically sounds like requires a 1200 or 4000. Well, it was an interesting one anyway, so I thought it'd be good to sort of end this part of the stream with that, especially since I've got a much clearer screen now. Right, second half of the stream. Let me just take this off, and I'm just gonna restart. Obviously need to go on to this bit. Right, so somebody suggested the other week, and I tried to do it last week, but it's not last week, the week before, was it? Yeah, the week before. Blade Warrior, because I played it on DOS for December, and obviously I was having stream problems, and I think it might have been to do with Mix It Up, to be honest, but I've since learned to Mix It Up first before I put everything else up. Yeah, I know. I was trying to switch back to from full screen. I did it after I had a look at the README, but I thought it'd be nice for you to have a full screen of the demo, because I know a lot of other people do that. Also, don't forget, now that I've got Mix It Up, I can now do things like this, or you can in the chat as well. So there's this one.
Genesis? Genesis allowed is not.
That one.
Simple enough.
There's this classic one.
Here's my motherfucking bomb. I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker.
And wasn't there another one? Sure, put 4 on. Let me just double check my commands. Where did that go? Oh yeah, of course, in this one. So those are available now, so you don't have to do the whole doing it through the channel points and then wait for me to kind of amend it, so that's fine. In fact, let me just double check that I've still got them on or off, because I do have that habit of forgetting to take them off. So you don't need that one anymore. Cool. Alright, I need to at some point go through the rewards and change them. But yeah, so that's just a reminder that you do have those whenever you want. And I will have to kind of go through and do some better channel point stuff. But you still got the TTS, which is the text-to-speech stuff. And I also was talking about getting some SFX stuff, and I'm still doing that at the moment. Anyway, Blade Warrior. I might have to pull up a manual for this. Just hope it works. Just grab the... Game name and update that. And then go and find the manual. Because there's a lot to this game about spells and picking up reagents and all that sort of stuff as well. So it's not just fighting. So I know about the controls because we played it on DOS. It's pretty much the same. Got M for the map screen, I for the inventory screen, and so it says you start the game outside your own tower on the south edge of the land. You can go forth from here and explore the world, killing foes you meet and looking for spell ingredients. Those are shown as coloured objects in the foreground. Keep a close eye on the moon as you fight, as it shows your current health level. Once you've found enough ingredients, you can return to your laboratory to mix some spells. Once you enter a tower, a choice screen lets you choose which way to go inside the tower. You start the game with knowledge of 2 spells, Heal and Water Bolt. Use the mouse cursor keys to select the spell. Use the mouse or cursor keys to select the spell you want. Click on the box. And then to choose the ingredients you want to mix, click on the storage jars. Click on the mixing flask to mix them up. If you have chosen the right ingredients, the cursor will change to the symbol for that spell, which you could then put in one of the 10 spell slots shown on the right of the screen. These correspond to the 10 function keys when you're in combat. That's all you need to know for now. Read the full instructions when you feel you need to. And it's got all this other stuff about wizards and the merc and everything else. Merc's minions, artifacts. So let's get the spell idea out of the way first. So, new game. And under the DOS version, this... Oh, there's a frog. Under the DOS version, it was used... The sound effects were using... The sound effects were with... Oh, what was it now? Beeper. PC Beeper, that was it. So you can see, yeah, I did say I was going to run it, Stoke, but Stoke remembers the DOS version, remembers we're playing it anyway and asked me to play this version, and this feels a lot tougher. I think personally though that the effects are a bit better on this one. That was a lot tougher. Right. Yeah, it was a lot easier to kill the enemies in the DOS version than this one. Spiders are kind of easy to do. I'm almost dead again. Yeah, the sound effects are good. What's this lightning bolt? I remember that in the DOS version. Oh, doesn't seem to do much. I'm gonna die again. Watch something coming from the left just to kill me. Yep, what a surprise. Can I use the arrow keys? No. Right, well I can go into here, which is the tower, and if I go left, I think I get this dragon flying game. And it'll last until I get to the next tower. Or until I get knocked off. Oh, yeah, knocked off. Now, it talks about the map as well, so if I press M, you can see all that a map there. And then you've got the inventory here. What the hell kind of thing is that? So in order to get where I am, I've just pressed up where this this door is, and I can kind of switch to different areas of the map. These little demon things. And they're quite tough as well. Jesus. Maybe I need a specific, maybe I need a specific spell to kind of kill them. Can't go through there because that's locked. I need the key. Oh, I'm gonna die again. Go through there. Oh, wait a minute. Cool. Bit of respite. Oh, maybe not. Nope, dead. Jesus. Let's have a look at the, So I think the middle one is, someone you can talk to. I can't remember. I'll have to come back to that in a minute. But if I go right, it's outside. Okay. So go up. Oh, this is my spell room. So these will be will fill anything that I pick up. So like these lightning bolt stuff here, or the rat there that we've seen. That's the frog. I think that's the frog up there. It says at them underneath what it is as well. Okay, so it says we've got water and we've got heal. not take that. That'll be a no then, I'm assuming. Escape does nothing. Let's do the dragon flying thing again. Although the interesting thing is the DOS version makes you go flying to the right, not the left. And there's a lot less of these. Web. I don't know what this is. I think I came this way before and it completely died. But I've got enough health, so maybe I can survive. Ah, this is where I died last time. Jesus. The other thing I noticed about the DOS version was once you started getting attacked. Oh, there's a key. That'll be useful. Once you started getting attacked, you had to kind of get out the way. Sorry. Once you started getting attacked, you kind of got stopped. Sorry, you had to kind of go in and defeat whatever it is that you need to defeat before you could move on. That's what it felt like anyway. With this one, it looks like you can just run from them all. There's a door. Oh, fuck. I'm probably not supposed to be here. Oh, shit. Where's the door? Or as they say, you've come too far, you're going to die. And I don't even have a map. That's how bad this is. I think this is that mall or whatever his name is. Oh, I think I almost killed him. Let's have a look at the manual. Is it Merc, possibly? So, it says Merc's minions. Some say that Merc is responsible for the monsters that currently roam the land. True or not, the monsters are there to kill and be killed, although monsters will damage you when you are hit by them. They're also a source of power. Each time you kill one of the Merc's minions, your sword drains a little of its life essence and adds it to your own. The moon is in phase with your life essence and could be used as a guide to your health. If it wanes completely, you die. Killing some monsters yields valuable spell ingredients. The monsters you will encounter listed below in order of their power. So we've got spider, goblin, troll, wolf, skeleton, tree man, stone monster, werewolf, vampire, demon, dragonette, mummy, banshee, wraith, and air elemental. I don't know what that big thing was. There we go. Merc is the name of the demon who stalks the land. You will rapidly learn which is the marker showing his position on the map. It's the only one which moves. Forewarning of his approach is also given by a sudden change in weather. Ah. You will certainly know when he's very close. Red is the colour of hell. Merc can be temporarily defeated, even without an enchanted sword, but the process is generally painful and not recommended. Merc is to be avoided until you're ready for it, so keep an eye on his whereabouts. So basically we came up against Merc, and I think we just managed to get rid of him, but we died at the same time. I'm assuming these are kind of goblins. Jesus. Look how much health they're draining. I'm dead. Fuck. Alright, let's see if we can do the dragon thing again. Oh. Oh, okay, that's good. Right, so if I remember right, if I press up. Right, so you get this particular dialogue with whoever it is. You must have met some of my friends, the bog whites. Nasty temperaments, but we can't all have good neighbours. Now, what can I do for you? Very nice. So you can do different things. I take you as a great honour to be allowed to see you. Good day, weaver of the powers of magic. Life is a series of unpleasant experiences, warp face. You are one of them. Get on with your magic. Was but a fleeting visit. I must away back to the forest. I'll take this answer. It seems a bit polite. If I have something that will be of use, speak, and I shall see if it's within my power to grant. There are strange deeds afoot in this troubled land. Can you tell me of anything of import? I require the knowledge to make a spell or mage. I am not but a collector of artifacts. Do you have aught that might be of interest? I go in search of fragments of the tablet of ancients. Do you perchance have such? I had but come to rest a while and must now return to the forest. Let's try this one. What wonderful bargain will you offer me? But I don't really have anything. So it's asking for, by way of trade, I can offer you the artifact. My coin is the following items of magical power. I've changed my mind, O mage, the forest calls, which is something I have to do because I don't have anything to offer him. Even if I do a spell, is but a small one and in a sorry condition, but take the air spell. And if you will, what wonder? Oh yeah, give me a bargain. Right. I have to go back to the forest, but you can see that you can switch between different towers that way, to get interesting items. Let's go out. See where we are. The bottom there. That's some sort of nymph. Oh, it's a spider. I didn't see that. Seems relatively okay over here. Get some grinding done. Ooh. The amulet of the sun is to the east of the moon. I'll have to go east. A moment, I just want to pick up some reagents. Picked up a lot of frogs. About to die again. So close to dying. I think if I die on this one, I'm just gonna give up. But I mean, at least we've had a few games of this, yeah. This is a lot harder than the DOS version. It's nice to see, but Jesus. Right, well, apologies, Stalk, for what that I didn't. I've not spent a massive amount of time on this, but I wasn't expecting it to be as tough as that, to be honest. I can do one more round and then see if I can get a bit further. I mean, everything else is pretty good about it. It's you know, it's got some. I like the visuals. I like the kind of, what do you call it, silhouette typographics. The sound effects are pretty good. It's just someone's just cranked up the difficulty to ouch levels. Right, one more go. Let's see if we can get somewhere with it. The other interesting thing is, on the DOS version, I could easily get all of those bats, but I can't seem to be able to do it in this one. It was basically you just hold up without swinging a sword. You could just pick it up out the air. I can't seem to be able to do it in this one. It's the annoying thing, you can't seem to... Look at my health, it's just getting drained. Like... I don't know. I think there's a lot to like about Blade Warrior, but if they didn't put the difficulty up so much, it won't be so much of a problem. Thanks for showing it. No problem. No problem. Right. There we go. Pretty game, but too hard. I think I remember rightly the beeper version on the DOS. It wasn't too bad in terms of the sound, but it wasn't as good as the Amiga sound anyway. I suppose I could do one more game before I finish off, so if anybody's got any suggestions now that I've got iGame up, let me know. If you're not sure, just draw a letter out and I'll just pick something at random from that letter. So for example, if you say A for Apple, for example, I'll go and pick a game from the A section. Beyond the Ice Pass, okay. Where's that gone? There we go. I don't know if I've ever played this. I think I might have done. Just update the game name. There we go. Right. Seems to pick up joystick. What kind of jump is that? Okay. The developer's saying you can't go this way, so don't bother. Ah, fucking hell. What the? Right, so that green thing was pretty bad then. It does feel like a very much one-shot, one-hit kill kind of thing. But I suppose that's one of those ones where it gives you lots of lives to compensate for it. Right, don't take the mace, it's crap. Sounds okay. Let me know if the sound is drowning out my voice and I'll turn it down a bit, but I think it's okay. Well, at least there's no fall damage. Well, okay, that was interesting. Right, so... Don't want that one. Oh, damn it. I think throwing knife wasn't great. Yeah, I think the throwing knife was slightly weaker than the other one. Fuck's sake. Is it only allowing me a certain amount of... Oh, that was brutal. Beware that you don't go right to the top. Fair enough. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect this one first, then this one, and then this one. That should mean that I get the better. Let's go back. That was my fault. Yeah, look how quickly that was killed. Right. Don't want that. I have to go Yeah. He's got more lives this time. I did not want that. How on earth? Just... Right, cross my fingers. Hopefully. No, you... You bastard. Well, at least that's still around. No! They could rather take the ghost on in Ghostbusters. Get more chance with those. One more game of this. Yeah, it's this one, and this one. Right, so if I go over the other side, it's that mace. I don't want that. So I've seen the knife. Want to see if I can jump over it? Nope, I can't. And this is where I'm going to lose all my lives now. Because of that fucking thing. Can't go back. I can't even get to the second. Let's do this. Right, come on. Hopefully nothing else is going to be up there. Oh, you can fuck off. I don't think I've sworn at any game recently as bad as this. There we go. Well, thank you for that suggestion there, Stalkwood. It was an experience, I can tell you that. Probably another one to have a look at a little bit further, with a lot more swearing involved. Does feel like a game that's a little trolley, but I don't know. I'll have to... Has anybody else played it on here? I don't know. I don't know if Graham's played it. Be interested to see if he has. He probably has done, and has probably sworn as much as I have. But yeah, anyway, so that's it for this week. Next week we'll be going back to CD5, or we're looking at the rest of the emulators. I've forgotten today to look at Amiga Addict discs, so I'll do that next week. So next week we'll do some more, more CD stuff. I'll try and get Amiga Addict in. I will try to look at Wasted Dreams, because I need to go back to that game. I know I've been talking about it, and I do go back to it, so it's fine. What else am I doing? And if the person who turned up the other week is here, or will come up, there is something that they gave me to have a look at. I could probably do that in the halfway point. And then that person's around in the chat for any questions on that. And then obviously I've got access to demos now as well, so we can probably throw up a demo in there as well, so at least it gives a bit more varied stuff. I will be back tomorrow. Let me just grab my schedule. So yeah, back tomorrow for D&D with Paul of Radiance. By the looks of things, the 486 is working. I will have another go, maybe just after the stream or at some point tomorrow. But it did boot up perfectly fine. And just to show, this was the RAM stick that I took out of it. The one that probably is causing the issue. That's a 16 meg RAM slot. So I'll have to see on that one. Cross fingers, everything's going to be okay. And then we can get back to the progress we kind of lost the other week because of that. And I also need to remind myself that I do have the GoTech, and to do a save on the GoTech just in case, because then that means that if anything goes wrong, I can go back to the Mister and we can do it that way and it'll be fine. So that's a good backup. So that's tomorrow, and then obviously, like I said, I'm not streaming on Fridays and Sundays for the rest of this month because I'm having a bit of a break. Just see how many weeks we've got of that left. So yeah, so this week and next week, Fridays and Sundays are going to be clean, as in there's going to be no stream, and then the 3rd and 5th of the next month, that week is going to be a full week. So there we go. What have I been doing in the off stream? Well, I've been looking into the Oculus Rift, been having a look at some development stuff, and I looked at some games on Friday, because I did say I was going to stream on Friday, but I got distracted with that. I actually loaded up like Doom 3, Quake 2. What else did I look up? Half-Life and the Virtual Boy emulator, which was really nice to see. Because you can get Virtual Boy emulators for the main PC, but you just don't get that depth of feel that you do with the VR unit. And it does have that nice depth of feel in there. So that's really nice to see in that. And some of the games I played in there were pretty good. Like, there was this one with this really tight timer. It was something like Innsmouth, something something. It was some Japanese game, but you were in this kind of mansion, and you had to find the key and then go back the other way to get through to the next section. And the timer for that was quite tough, but it was fun. I would like to stream the VR unit, but the problem is you're not going to get the camera because I'm going to have to stream it in a different room. Unless, of course, it's a sit-down one, like here, which I could probably get away with. I'd have to have a look at that and see how I'll have to see how well that'd work. Like, I might be able to get away with Doom 3, maybe. Because that seems to be okay. Just sitting down. But for the most part, I do like to kind of stand up for VR. I know it sounds weird, but that's just, yeah. Well, I have to see about that at some point. Thanks for the stream, no problem there, Stockwood Woodard. Thank you everybody for popping in. Thank you for Nag Graham for the follow, the raid again. So remember, back tomorrow and then next Monday streaming again. Let's see who is available for a raid. I am tempted by 2 people. Let's have a quick look at this person. We've got a bit of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 going on. And there's classic Doom with Charlie 4. I've already raided that girl Joe recently. I mean, technically I've already raided Charlie 4 recently. Yeah, let's go with Dan Van Dam, who is playing Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. On Xbox, apparently. So, let's get that raiding started. Right. Again, thanks everybody for popping in. I will see you hopefully tomorrow, or if not next week. And until then, I will see you later. Bye.